James, your thoughts on today's game?
Really happy with the performance. Well, I felt we could have controlled it a lot better second half. The transitions were probably too much for what we expect as a team and the way we demand as a team. But I felt that we kept on asking questions. We nullified their chances. I don't think Jack had to make too many saves today, and I felt that the sub made a real impact when they came on the pitch. And yeah, just really happy that we could get a clean sheet and obviously score 3 goals.
Congratulations on 100 league goals. There's quite a list. Is there any favourites that come to mind?
There's a lot there.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them. All of them is, I have to thank all the teammates that I've been with to help us get to that milestone. I felt Nico should have finished his chance, but he can have an assist for the penalty. But yeah, it's obviously a proud moment for myself, but other than these, it's getting those 3 points and keeping that consistency that I spoke about a good few weeks ago. And just, we can enjoy this moment, but we have to stay humble about it. We know there's still a long way to go and a lot of hard work to be done, and that's what we'll be focusing on. The cliche of, we'll only concentrate on the next game, and that is it. We have to concentrate on each game as they come, and Paul's obviously a good test for us, and we also want to end European games on a win, and then we just move on from there.
James, when you have going 4 points behind today, you feel the atmosphere within the stadium really flowing until the end. How far away did this feel back when the manager came in, and what is the belief like in the dressing room after these 8 wins in a row?
Yeah, you can tell the confidence is growing and growing and growing. Start of the season was obviously not what we all expected, but it's a credit to everyone who's been involved, the turnaround and the mentality of everyone to really knuckle down and really look in the mirror and really focusing on ourselves and getting the wins that we need. Sometimes it's not been pretty, and to win games and to be in contention for titles, you always have to find a way to win, and I think we're doing that well. We obviously want the games to look more comfortable, but we're showing ways to win, and I think the best thing as well, we're keeping clean sheets now, so we've just got to continue this hard work.
Just for you as a player as well, the new additions that have come in, potentially more to come, presumably that's encouraging. What have you made of your new teammates that you signed in January?
Yeah, and credit to them to make the debut today. Monte's obviously got to come into the fold, but yeah, we obviously strengthening areas, giving more competition to the squad, which is always healthy for a team to push each other. So yeah, they've been really accrediting themselves since they've been in the building, working really hard on the training pitch. I know some have been short, but I think they'll grow in the games as they come, and they'll really help the team going forward.
James, just a word for Danny Rohl. You spoke there about we weren't where we should have been at the start of the season. Just what kind of changes has he brought to the building? Is there any one thing? Has it been a combination of things?
I think it's obviously been a combination. It's I think we've had 2 defeats this season, and a lot has obviously been a draw. But of the draws have felt like defeats. It's obviously just a different approach to the game, and the players have really took hold to it, and they've grown as well coming into the season. A lot of new faces in the season, so maybe they didn't know what to expect, and they've grown really well. And it's a young squad, and I'm just really proud of them how they've handled themselves, and we can't get carried away at all. We just got to continue to keep working hard.
James, you've been here a fair old time now, and obviously a great landmark today. In terms of the seasons that you've been here, with the start of the season under Russell and turning this around, is in the strangeness kind of category of seasons, how challenging has this been for you as the captain and for the squad as a whole?
It's obviously been challenging, especially the start of the season as we did. I think obviously the league's improved, the teams have obviously strengthened over the years, and obviously see Tavernier winning the trophy. But that's probably down to us and our fault that we were in the position that we were at the start of the season. So like I said, the boys have recognised it, looked in the mirror and really worked hard, and not forgot what got us here, and remembering the times that we're having bad times. So we obviously don't want to feel like that again, and just that real hunger to keep driving ourselves forward.
When the manager came in, James, did you genuinely believe that a title challenge was still possible, given where you were in the league at that time?
I know it's obviously early days in the league, and it's a long season, and you've always got to back yourselves no matter what. Even the start that we had, you've still got to back yourselves, and doing that, you just got to win games game by game. And I said earlier in the season, we have to have that consistency, and I believe that we started that. We're really showing, our potential, and it just has to continue, because we've been in this position before. In January, where we've been ahead, and we've let it slip, so we can't afford that. So it's obviously my responsibility, and obviously the senior lads, to keep everyone on the toes and keep everyone really focused on what we need to do.
You've been part of a title winning squad, obviously. When you look around this dressing room, do you feel this group is capable of going on and achieving that?
If we continue doing what we've been showing, then there's every chance of that. But it has to be consistent. We've got to keep doing it week in, week out. We've also got a Paul game, but it's nice. Today's a great win, but then it's also going to be a tough game against Hibs, so we've got to get 3 points there.
Last one, please.
8 wins in a row is obviously a remarkable turnaround. How much can momentum play a big factor in this title race?
Obviously it can. You need momentum in any title races, and it's about what I said before, that consistency. We've got to keep pushing each other. We can obviously enjoy today, enjoy those 8 wins that we've won, but it means nothing if we're not going to put in a performance next weekend. So we've got to keep on putting performances, showing ways to win. We obviously want to win comfortably, but obviously we know games are going to be tough, and we're all going to have the different challenges, so we've got to stand up to that.
I was just going to ask about James Tavernier. Obviously notched his 100th Premiership goal. What achievement is that for a defender, and how important has he been to your team so far?
Yeah, Jeff, I think knows his role. I think this is important that he helps the group. I think in the last 2 games he was not on the pitch. I think that's also important. I spoke with him. It's about lead the group, even you're not in a starting 11, that be always there. He's doing a fantastic job. He's a leader. He is a player from the club for a long, long time, and he will help us as well to growing. We have a young group, but he is with the experience. It's great, and if he takes the responsibility to score at the right moments, then it's great, and a lot of goals for the defender. It's nice to see.